Hi, this is Suzanne from Holiday Travel in Wakefield. Joining us today is Mark Taraborelli from Disney Destinations. We're going to talk about 3 different options for Disney besides the parks. Aulani in Hawaii. We're going to talk about Adventures by Disney and Disney's new riverboat cruises. Welcome, Mark. Thank you for joining us.
Suzanne, thank you. Great to be here.
Wow, Disney's expanding.
Yes, we have a lot going on.
You do,
always.
most definitely, yes.
Yeah.
So Disney's Aulani, Hawaii. Tell us a little bit about our Hawaiian option.
Yeah, Aulani, a Disney resort and spa, is located on Oahu.
Okay.
It is about, I would say, like 30 minutes, 40 minutes from Waikiki, the Waikiki Beach area,
Okay.
Honolulu. So it's off the beaten path.
Quieter.
Yep. It is a great, it's a hidden gem. I mean, the word is getting out about Aulani, but a lot of people I even talked to today will be like, "Oh, you have a resort in Hawaii? We didn't know that. We didn't hear about it." So it is about 5 years. It was about 5 years ago that we opened Aulani.
Yeah.
It is our 3rd off-site resort.
Okay.
So we have a property in Vero Beach on the ocean. We have a property in Hilton Head Island, and now Aulani.
Yeah.
It is part of Disney Vacation Club,
Okay.
so you don't have to be a Disney Vacation Club member to stay there. So
Yeah.
that's what's important. So if you hear DVC, you think, "Oh, do I have to be a Disney Vacation Club member?"
Yeah.
And no, you do
Okay.
not. So anybody can book a room just like you do any other
hotel
room. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a great option for families. Like all things Disney does very well is to cater to families, but also a great option for honeymooners or for people celebrating a certain occasion, whatever that might be. I would have to say Aulani is, in my personal opinion, the crown jewel of all Disney resorts worldwide, because it is just an absolutely gorgeous property.
Yeah.
It has studio rooms up to 3-bedroom grand villas.
Wow.
So if you want a standard hotel style room, you can get that, or you can get a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom villa, 1-bedroom that has a fully equipped kitchen, washer and dryer, like your home away from home. So just like at Walt Disney World or Disneyland, California, where our deluxe properties have villas that are
full service,
that are tied into the resort itself. So Aulani is just like that.
But on a beach.
On a beach, and with a spectacular view, and like all things Disney, there is something for every age range.
Yeah.
It has a phenomenal 18,000 square foot spa.
Wow.
And there's also a spa that's just for teens. And it's the first one of its kind on the Hawaiian Islands of any of the resorts in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So it is absolutely spectacular. And the spa is the first one also that Disney designed and built and operated.
Okay.
Because some of the others, are operated by other
contracted
spas.
out. Yeah. Okay.
So the spa at Aulani is operated by us. So it is spectacular.
Wow, fabulous. So tell me a little bit about, you check in. What do you do once you've checked in? What are some of the amenities there?
Well, there are. There's a family pool area.
Okay.
There's a lazy river type area. There are, of course, the restaurants that are there.
Okay.
There's quick service all the way up to signature fine dining restaurants. If anybody is interested in golf, there is a golf course across the street from the resort. It's not owned by us, but it is accessible.
You have access to it,
There's an excursion desk, so if you wanted to sign up for island tours or horseback riding or anything like that, that's all available there. There is a luau that recently started there as well, so that's new to the resort.
Is that additional cost, or is that?
That is an additional cost. But there's just a lot to relax it. You can't think of it as a Disney park experience, because when people hear that, the first thing they ask me too is, so does Disney have a park in Hawaii? And I'm like, no, there's no theme park tied into it. It's Disney's quality attention to detail
Yeah.
and service that is put
Beach vacation.
right.
Yeah.
And it's also about Disney theming and storytelling, like
Yeah.
all things we do
Yeah.
with all of our destinations and our products. We were very sensitive to the Polynesian culture and
Yeah.
heritage, so that's why everything that we do at Aulani, the Hawaiian storytelling is
Yeah.
interwoven throughout the
Okay.
resort.
Yeah. You're not going to see the characters walking down the hall.
You're not there. There are characters that
Yeah.
are there. It's not in your face type thing like you
Yeah.
would think at like in the theme parks.
Right, yeah.
But there are character appearances there.
Yeah.
There is a character dining, character breakfast experience.
Okay.
So they are there, and we kind of
Yeah.
tout it like, well, Mickey and Minnie are on vacation in
Okay,
Hawaii
yeah,
when
there
you
you
see
go.
them
Yeah.
there. So.
And tell us the connection between Hawaii and Adventures by Disney.
Well, Adventures by Disney was Disney's entrance into the guided family tour business. So we started Adventures by Disney back in 2005, and Wyoming and Hawaii were the two destinations that we offered back
Yeah.
then. So we no longer offer Hawaii as an Adventures by Disney tour because we have the resort there now.
Yeah.
But we've expanded to about 26 destinations around the world.
Okay.
So we have destinations domestically
Yeah.
where we go. So Wyoming is a popular one.
Yeah.
We have Arizona, Utah. We have Montana. We have Backstage Magic, which is a VIP tour of Hollywood
Yeah.
and Disneyland. We have tours that we do to Philadelphia and DC.
Washington, yeah.
So there's a whole portfolio
Yeah.
of destinations domestically. Alaska's another one.
Okay.
I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah.
But then from that, we go overseas and we have destinations throughout Europe,
Okay.
such as Italy, Greece, France, England, France. We also do
China? You into
we
China?
do the exotics.
Exotic,
we do
okay.
China,
Yeah.
Southeast Asia,
Yeah.
so Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia,
Yeah.
South Africa. We do a tour
Okay.
there. In South America, Central America, we do the Galapagos and
Okay.
Ecuador,
Yeah.
Peru, visiting Machu Picchu. So there's so many different options, and people say, well, what's Adventures by Disney? Because they think that, again, you hear Disney, so you're
Right.
thinking are the characters going to be on the tour with me, or you know,
Is
they're
it
gonna
led
be
by a
Disney-
character?
Yeah, is Mickey Mouse going to be on the bus
Yeah.
with our tour? And it has nothing to do with the characters.
Yeah.
It's if you've ever wanted to go to a specific destination, like let's say you've always wanted to go to Italy,
Yeah.
but you didn't want to do it on your own.
Yeah.
You wanted to put your faith and trust in a tour operator
Yeah.
that is backed by a strong name recognition. You know it's going to be top quality, it's going to be safe, and it's going to be something for the entire family to enjoy.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of tours that are out there that do a great job, but when it comes to catering to kids that are
Right.
part of the tour,
Yeah.
the kids might get bored if they go to museums or do different activities. So with Adventures by Disney, we make it very engaging.
Okay.
So we do activities
Yeah.
that are geared to the different age ranges that keep the kids in the group engaged.
Speaking of Italy,
So-
don't they do a gelato tasting?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's different kinds of. For example, one of the highlights in Rome is you get to do a tour of the Sistine Chapel.
Okay.
Now, anyone can go see the Sistine Chapel.
Right.
So, what makes Adventures by Disney different?
Yeah.
Well, we do an after-hours tour.
Okay.
So when it shuts down to the general public,
Yeah.
we go in with a private guide from the Sistine Chapel, and it is just the Adventures by Disney group that's in there.
Yeah.
So it makes it very exclusive,
Right.
very special, something you would not get to do if
Exactly.
you tried on your
Yeah.
own. So it's those types of experiences that
Yeah.
makes Adventures by Disney trips different.
Special, yeah.
We are the only tour operator that has 2 guides that escorts the group from
Okay.
start to finish.
Yep.
So you get very personalized attention, almost
Yeah.
concierge style service.
Yeah.
And so they know your taste, your preferences, dietary needs, anything like that.
Yeah.
Those guides are with you throughout the entire trip, from the time they greet you at the airport till
Yeah.
the time they say farewell to you. So very personalized
Yeah.
attention. Many of our trips, the average group size is about 28 to 32. We
Okay.
will take up to about 40,
Yeah.
42 people on some of our popular
Yeah.
destinations. But again, with those two guides, the ratio is there
It's
to get
still
more
small, yeah.
personalized
Yeah.
attention. The minimum age is, for many of them, is 4. The recommended age is 6.
Okay.
Some of the tours, the recommended age could be 8. So
Okay.
it just depends.
Yeah.
Right. So when somebody is interested in these tours and they come to you,
Yeah.
you would have to check on the specifics
Right.
of that tour.
Yeah.
But it is a niche product. It is a
Yeah.
higher end product. So the price point reflects that.
Yeah.
But the value of what you get from these tours
Yeah.
is first rate.
Yeah.
And over 50% of the people that book with us are repeaters. So it's
Wow.
a huge return
Yeah.
factor
Yeah.
there. So so the trips are spectacular.
It's all spoken in English. So,
Yep.
yeah, is it mostly Americans that are on the tours?
Yes, and the guides, there'll be usually one American speaking for the international trips that we do.
Okay.
There's usually one American
Yeah.
adventure guide,
Okay.
and then the second adventure guide is somebody from that particular
local.
destination,
Okay. Yeah.
The local, because this way they know the language, they know the culture,
Yeah.
so they can work with the American
Right.
guide.
Yeah.
But they are also English speaking.
Yeah.
And then we also have step-on guides. So if you're going to, let's say you're going to our Wyoming, and you do a tour of the geysers,
Yeah.
Old Faithful, all of that,
Yeah.
in the parks like that, there'll be a park ranger guide
Okay.
that will be there
Yeah.
to cater just to the
Yeah.
group, because
Okay.
they're the experts in that
Right.
particular location.
Exactly. Yeah.
But then you have the other two
two
guides
guides,
that
yeah.
can cater to other needs
Yeah.
that you might have throughout the whole trip.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the bus driver as well. So you have,
A lot
at
of
any given
people,
time,
yeah.
4 or 5 people that might be catering
Right.
to your group.
Yeah.
But because it's through Adventures by Disney,
Yeah.
you see the value that's there. You're getting to see and do a lot more than you could if you tried to do it,
On your own,
in maybe
yeah.
3 weeks on your own. But for instance, like out in San Francisco,
Yeah.
San Francisco Napa, you visit the Disney family's private winery.
Oh, wow.
So you get to go on a tour there. You get to go to Lucasfilm Studios,
Yeah.
which is very exclusive.
Yeah.
So if you tried to do that on your own, you wouldn't be
yeah.
able to do that. So you get to go there. You get to go to Muir Woods. So you get some of those highlights.
Right.
In New York City,
Yeah.
you get to actually go on the set of Good Morning America.
Yeah.
So you're not appearing on Good Morning America, but
behind
you
the
are
cameras.
behind the cameras, and you're
Yeah.
right there on the set. So it could be Robin Roberts that comes out and talks to the group, or
Yeah.
whoever's there.
Yeah.
I got to do that experience a couple years back, and Robert Downey Jr. was being interviewed at the
Okay,
time, and
yeah.
and so he was like right on the set. So
Yeah.
it was just really cool. While everybody else is outside holding their signs behind
Yeah.
the windows,
Yeah.
you're actually there on the set.
Yeah. So beside the long weekend ones, what's the average length of the tours? Are they all a week? Are they longer?
Many of them are about 7 days, 6 nights.
Yeah.
Some of the exotics, like China, is 12 days. Africa is a 10-day
You
trip,
need
so
longer,
they're
yeah.
a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But many of the domestics and the ones in Europe
Yeah.
and Central America South America are about 7 days, 8
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're also excited because last year, through Adventures by Disney, we started doing river cruises.
Yep.
And that's in partnership with AMA Waterways,
Okay.
which is a higher-end
Yeah.
luxury river cruise line.
Yeah.
And we partnered with them because we wanted that same quality that mirrored the quality
Right.
of Adventures by Disney.
Yeah.
And we also wanted to cater an offering river cruise experience to families.
Okay.
So most river cruise lines are geared towards adults, and
Right.
there's not a lot for kids to do.
Yeah.
So We charter the ships with AMA, so we
Okay.
charter 2 of them, and we do the Danube and the Rhine.
Okay.
So it's only Adventures by Disney passengers that are on that
All
ship.
right. Yep.
And we have 8 adventure guides.
Okay.
So again, you get very personalized attention, and they do activities on the ship that are geared towards families
Yeah.
and also with the kids. So it could be karaoke nights, there might be Disney movie nights.
Yeah.
We have bicycles that are provided, so they can do bicycle tours
Yeah.
wherever we're in port for the different days, whether it's the Danube or the Rhine.
Yeah.
We also have cruises during the Christmas and the holiday markets.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's done up very
Yeah.
well, and the staterooms in the ship are designed to cater towards families.
Okay.
So there'll be more triples
Yeah.
versus double staterooms,
Yeah.
as well as more connecting staterooms.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's how we cater
Yeah.
to families that might have 4,
Yeah.
3, 4, or 5 people traveling.
Right. Yeah. And then excursions off the boat.
Yeah, the same thing, just like with any other Adventures by Disneyland tour.
Yeah.
The excursions are all included.
Okay.
And with the river cruises, all the meals are included.
Okay.
Now, with the land tours, about 80% of the meals are
All right.
included, because we got feedback from some guests that they wanted some free time
Yeah.
to experience some restaurants on their own.
Right. Yeah.
So they didn't want total structure.
Yeah.
So because of that, we gave them that option
Yeah.
there. But with the river cruises, all of your meals are included because you're on,
Right,
you're
yeah.
traveling with
Yeah.
the ship. So the excursions themselves cater to families as well. So
Okay.
you could be doing activities like strudel making or archery lessons, and so it's different unique experiences like that.
Yeah. Good.
Mm-hmm.
All Americans, are mostly Americans on board, or are you marketing
Right.
to any other English-speaking countries?
No, it is mostly focused on the American,
Okay.
the U.S. demographic
Yep.
that do these tours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. So we've got Disney Alani. We've got Adventures by Disney. We've got the River Cruise.
Yep. And the river cruises are part of Adventures by Disney,
Yep.
so that no one gets confused. They aren't a separate entity. They are. They're operated by Adventures by Disney. It is part of that product portfolio.
Right.
It is just in partnership with AMA Waterways
Yeah.
because Disney Cruise Line is not in the river cruise business.
Right, yeah.
So we're in the ocean liner business with Disney Cruise Line, but not
And
in
the
the river
entertainment
cruise
business, yeah.
river cruise business.
Yeah.
So that's why we partner with AMA Waterways.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Great.
Yep.
I know that we've talked in the past about the Disney parks. We've talked about California. We've talked about Florida. We've talked about Disney Cruise. Disney obviously has parks in other parts of the country. This past year, they opened up Shanghai, and I know that you were there for the pre-grand opening and the grand opening.
Right.
Just
right.
tell just a little bit about what's it like there.
Right. Yeah. Other parts of the world, we have Disneyland Paris. So that is one of the first international parks.
Okay.
Now, we with the international parks, they're not wholly owned by Disney.
Yeah.
We have a stake in them, and we control, obviously, making sure that the quality and that they're all Disney standards,
Right, yeah.
and they're all our product, the essence of our product
Yeah.
and our brand. So we have Disneyland Paris, we have Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Sea, which is a second park in Japan. We have Disneyland Hong Kong,
Yeah.
and we opened up Shanghai last year.
Yeah.
So that's our first park in China.
Yeah.
And it is our largest park in the world.
Okay.
It's spectacular for those Disney fans that like to travel and go to all the Disney destinations
Yeah.
around the world. That should definitely be on one's bucket list
Yeah.
because it is really remarkable. The whole park was built,
Yeah.
as was all of our other international parks was
Yeah.
built from the ground up.
Yeah.
But it's our newest, so the technology, the
Okay, yeah.
innovation is just is spectacular.
Yeah.
It has the Shanghai Disneyland Park, and then there's 2 on-site hotels.
Okay.
And then they have even their own downtown Disney area. They call it Disneytown.
Disneytown, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So what was it like being there for the grand opening?
It was interesting. It was very exciting.
Yeah.
It was a lot of long hours, but very rewarding. I
Yeah.
mean, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Yeah.
It was just spectacular just to see that excitement of it all coming together.
Yeah.
Because it had been in the planning stages for about 17 years.
Wow.
And it took about 5 years to build the park.
Yeah.
So to see it all come together,
Yeah.
and finally the opening day, and with the crowds and with the visitors
Yeah.
that went to the park, they were just
Yeah.
like so excited to see it
Yeah.
come to life, and
Yeah.
so were we. So
Yeah.
it was really a great moment to be there
Yeah.
and experience that.
And do they have some of the same attractions? They have the Haunted Mansion or Pirates of
They
the Caribbean?
don't have the Haunted Mansion. A lot of things have to be, there's obviously a lot of research done on the demographics and the Chinese culture.
Okay,
So
yeah.
certain things like the Haunted Mansion doesn't really translate well
Yeah.
into the Chinese
Yeah.
culture. So they do have things like, obviously there's they have the Storybook Castle that's there, so
Yeah.
that's the icon of the park. It's the largest castle
Yeah.
in the world. They have a walkthrough attraction of the castle where you see different storybook settings
Okay.
of Cinderella
Yeah.
and Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. So you
Yeah.
see all of those storybooks that are there. They also have Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. That
Yeah.
ride is spectacular,
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal. They have different lands, so similar to
Yeah.
the Magic Kingdom Park, the
Yeah.
Disneyland Park, where there's different themed lands. The Shanghai Disneyland Resort also has, the park also
Yeah.
has those different themed lands. It has its own variation of Tomorrowland, where
Okay.
it has the Tron attraction,
Yeah.
which is phenomenal. It's a high-speed attraction
Yeah.
where it's like you're riding on a cycle, like
Okay.
a motorcycle.
Yeah.
So you're sitting forward, and you're braced in the back, and it just really is very
Wow.
exhilarating.
Yeah.
So it's really
Yeah.
a phenomenal product,
Yeah.
and very proud to have it in our portfolio.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. So any new lands coming? Any new countries that they're thinking of opening that you know of?
There's always things that are
Yeah.
coming down the line,
Yeah.
and you just have to keep up with it all. I mean,
Yeah.
you just have to just hear what the next latest and greatest thing is.
And the
is gonna be.
technology, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's as far as international parks, nope. I mean, Shanghai was the last one. I don't know
Yeah.
down the line if there's.
Who knows? Yeah.
Who knows? But
Yeah.
time will tell with our portfolio. But
Yeah.
there's always something new and exciting happening
Yeah.
at any of the Disney destinations.
Yeah, this has been great. We've learned a lot today. We started in Hawaii with Alani. We've talked about Adventures by Disney with the different family trips. Segued into the riverboat cruise, Shanghai. We've covered the whole world.
I know. It just in a matter
Yeah,
of what, a half an
Half
hour.
an
a few
hour.
minutes.
Yeah, we've gone all over.
Yeah.
So I really thank you. Thank you for stopping in today
Thank
to
you, Suzanne. It's
update
been
us on
great.
what's going on with it. I am Suzanne, and you've been watching Travel Talk with Mark Taraborelli from Disney Destinations. Thank you very much.